Hello and welcome to PokéSins.
The battling Eevee brothers!
Eevee goes from looking rather contented to upset between shots. That doesn't sound like Eevee.
It's been abandoned.
Clearly, with a collar and food. Eevee's expression.
Then I want one!
I don't think you should.
Misty's matter-of-fact voice. But he said one, not that one.
Stone Town.
Well, Stone 3-14 Town. Stone Town. Was Pewter City not obvious enough?
That's the place at the foot of Evolution Mountain.
Evolution Mountain. Well, that's just bad. Should we get a proper sign done? Nah, just scratch it into a rock. This town is a shambles. None of these houses are footpaths. These two aren't even near the road. And that one's hidden behind another. It's not even a road. No cars allowed in this town. How the hell do they get food?
Eevee evolves into one of 3 Pokemon, depending on what stone is used on it. Using a Fire Stone will yield Flareon, the Flame Pokemon. A Water Stone yields Vaporeon, the Bubble Jet Pokemon. A Thunderstone yields Jolteon, the Lightning Pokemon.
That rather concisely explains Eevee's deal. Something about the way Misty's carrying Eevee is just adorable.
It sounds to me like you want to keep that Eevee all to yourself.
Ha! So that's why she won't let go of it.
Possession is 9/10 of the law. And I like that Misty is visibly embarrassed at being rumbled.
That's it. 3rd block, number 14.
Blocks? It's a straight street. I don't see anywhere that says number 14. Surfing music in the background. This guy's hair. And his leotard. This guy's hair. And outfit. This guy's hair and outfit. Why is the fountain off-centre like that? Shouldn't it be in the middle of the grass? The fountain is bigger than the neighbouring houses.
Baloney.
Of what Pokemon exactly is Baloney made? Team Rocket doing their washing.
You dug in the wrong place, Team Rocket Scientist!
This joke is both a reference to rocket science and Team Rocket Scientists. They're both visibly embarrassed.
Wait, let's grab some grub, shall we?
Stop thinking about food!
The Taskmaster of the team seems to switch a lot. I can't decide if that's good or bad, so both.
Where did you go to?
Let's say that again?
Where did you go to?
Yeah, that's bad delivery.
We were worried about you, Eevee.
Also worried as to stop the bloody party. The middle dude's hair looks more like flames than lightning themed. Deliberate or not, Ash and Co has stood opposite their relevant brothers. Water to water, electric to electric, fire to fire.
You'll lose your trainer qualification.
That tiny child is a qualified trainer. He looks close to 5 than 10. And can they actually take away your qualification? Then what? It's illegal for you to own Pokemon? No.
Listen, Mikey! One day you'll be a Pokemon trainer just like us.
According to you, he already is. Ash's shoes are miscoloured.
All of us won our first battles because we've evolved our Eevees. There's no other way to win!
That's categorically incorrect.
The key to a first victory is evolution!
Except stone-evolved Pokemon, 99% of first battles will be unevolved Pokemon. You dumbass.
I don't care about battles.
Don't care!
I kinda get why the brothers are dicks about this, but why are there Pokemon? Vaporeon's fins are miscoloured.
You've got 3 choices. Which do you think is the strongest of all the evolved Eevees?
None of them are flatly stronger, but I'm partial to Espeon and Umbreon myself. I know they don't exist yet, just saying.
A Thunderstone will make it a Jolteon!
Waterstone will make it a Vaporeon. A Firestone will make it a Flareon.
Fairly sure we went through this earlier with the Pokédex and I complimented it on it. Now I'm gonna have to take that away.
With a blazing flame attack released from its internal fire sac.
Funnily, that's the only one that cites an attack of its own type.
The hairs on its body turn to needles, then it fires at its opponent.
It can melt into water and make itself disappear. with a blazing flame attack released from its internal fire sac.
An internal fire sac? Are you saying it stores fire in, what, liquid form?
This family sure is competitive, Ash. That's a lot of pressure to put on the little guy.
Overpressuring family.
We're throwing this party just for him and his Eevee.
And for all the other people to whom you're just handing out stones. If they're so common, and they're handing them out so freely, why do they each get their own fancy little box?
You really have collected a lot of them.
But you can't mine them all the time.
I doubt those three have mined a single one in their lives.
That's a special edition of the Pokemon Friend.
Yeah, we used it to plan today's special evolution party.
Oh, if you're such experts, why do you need a book to help you?
We wanted to bring together all the trainers that specialize in stone-induced evolution.
You can't specialise in a form of evolution. That'd be like specialising in a certain type of sock. Yeah, it can help to have the right kind of sock, but it won't win you any fights.
What have you got, Brock?
Suddenly the Vulpix is out of its ball, before Brock was even asked a question.
Then why don't you just make it evolve?
That is a stupid idea for a Vulpix until it's learned every move you want it to.
Vulpix is really important to me. Don't be dumb!
One Minun for each arsehole.
Evolution is what Pokemon are all about.
False. I'm gonna go with false.
Have a good swim, horsey.
Oh, you're so generous. A whole fountain. Eevee just looks so happy. The food on the plate moves around between shots.
Huh?
Psyduck from nowhere.
Stop that!
Pokemon abuse. Seeing Misty abuse Psyduck makes Mikey like her. He thinks, now there's a kindred spirit. Of what Pokemon are those sausages made? And if those are meatballs as they seem to be, of what are they made? Aww.
I don't care if Eevee evolves or not. I just want it to be my best friend.
Yeah, I'm always leaving my best friend tied to a tree. Sometimes I leave food.
You were just running away from your problems.
Sometimes that's the best thing, if you have overpressuring family, or there's like a T-Rex or something. Just noticed, his hair looks like an Eevee's ruff. Pikachu's ear is missing. I like that Pikachu and Eevee are talking while Misty and Mikey are.
A while ago, Pikachu decided not to evolve.
That's a good time to reference that. Vulpix has vanished.
You like your way of evolving and we like ours.
I love how steadfast Brock's being.
Mikey, have you decided on Eevee's evolution yet?
Terrible voice acting. Seems everyone else at the party's vanished.
Who invited you?
No one invited Ash and Co either, but you gave them stones for free.
Jesse,
James.
King Rocket blast off at the speed of light.
Ha! But what is that made of? What are they? And what is that?
Keep your eyes open, guys. Team Rocket will steal your Pokemon if you're not careful.
Well, you say that. No, they won't.
I'm wheezing. Brother Smokescreen.
Beg your pardon?
Brother Smokescreen.
So rude. Wheezing from nowhere.
My Jolteon!
Vaporeon.
Flareon!
You don't need to say which Pokemon is yours every single time.
Where's Eevee? Pikachu!
Oh no! My horsey is gone!
The smoke screen wasn't that long. How the hell did they manage that?
All the food's gone too!
Ha! They took the food from Eevee and Pikachu's plate. But not this one.
Team Rocket took the stones and they took the food too.
Brock sounds more annoyed about the stolen food than the Pokemon. Misty's shorts are miscoloured, Jesus Christ.
Why couldn't they take you too?
Funny gag. But you respect Psyduck now, so I'm going to take that plusle back.
Pidgeotto! Attack that balloon!
Balloon filled with people and Pokemon? Just pop it.
It's empty.
Team Rocket are clever?
Candy and cold cuts and Pokemon too.
Cold cuts of Pokemon, I assume. How the hell did they get them all in the cages so quickly? At least some of them are trained for battle, so how did they do it so easily? It's funny and convenient that Horsey's in its own little hanging cage, but did they anticipate the need for one? Where do they even get the cages? Where did they get the jeep for that matter? How did they get the jeep there so stealthily? None of this makes sense. Pidgeotto sees black spots on the ground and immediately understands the situation. We saw the ink spat at foot-long intervals in a straight line, and now it's every few inches zigzagging. Why did they isolate Eevee when Pikachu is surely their greatest prize?
We've gotten beaten so many times, I'd forgotten what victory tasted like.
Ooh! I don't ever want you to call us losers again!
He didn't.
It's time to make that little one evolve.
I'd say it's more valuable as it is. Wider potential market.
We need it to be a Jolteon.
I'll turn it into Flareon.
Vaporeon is so much more villainous.
This wouldn't be a problem if Umbreon existed.
We'll use all 3 stones on Eevee at the same time. It's bound to evolve into something really evil.
They're idiots, they really are. Flareon definitely doesn't exist. He looks so happy.
Forget it, you old hack!
Wow, Misty, that's needlessly offensive. What? Nightmare fuel. Eevee's expression, though, is adorable.
Jessie just evolved into a Flareon!
Did she actually breathe fire?
Show that puny little punk who's boss!
I'm not puny!
But she is a punk.
Let's go, Rainer. Pyro.
Their names are Rainer and Pyro.
Jolteon, attack!
Vaporeon, attack!
Flareon, attack!
Every single time.
Use your acid armor and fight back!
Acid armor isn't fighting back. Oh look, they all used the moves about which they were boasting. Just casually setting fire to the forest.
Jolteon!
Vaporeon!
Flareon!
Every single time! Yeah, just blind someone standing in front of a massive uncontrolled fire. That seems safe.
Jolteon!
Vaporeon!
Flareon!
Every single fucking time!
It's time to finish them off.
Pikachu, do you wanna...
Alright, Eevee, get ready! It's time for our first real battle!
No? Just gonna leave it to the tiny child and his untrained Eevee? Okay. Did Eevee just call him a furry?
What's this, a stuffed animal?
A stuffed what?
Rage tackle attack!
Rage tackle isn't an attack. Besides, it was still doing the bloody takedown.
Takedown attack!
An untrained Eevee, in its first ever battle, sent Team Rocket blasting off. Bullshit. No. That little bit of animation.
You always said you didn't want to battle, but you did great!
And so begins a lust for battle that will never be sated. He checks with Misty for support.
I've decided to become an Eevee trainer.
At least he didn't say Eevee Master. I'm looking at you, Duplica.
If that's what you want to do, then do it.
If you felt that way about it, you should have told us sooner.
Dick Brothers default to, well, why didn't you say so?
Now we really are the 4 Eevee brothers!
My brothers are the best.
No. No, they're not.
Hey guys, let's make this party a celebration of Eevee's first victory!
I'd say the party was over the moment Team Rocket crashed it. How are all these people still here, happily chatting, after a criminal organisation crashed the party and made off with literally everything? Also, what's going on in the background? Also, Pikachu looks really uncomfortable holding that glass. Also, what is this bullshit?
Miss Misty.
I want to mock the Miss Misty, but the show of respect is just too good. It seems the man and the child from the background have turned into 2 men. Where the hell are their parents?
It must be nice to have big brothers.
You could vouch for my brother.
The look of outrage on Brock's face.
Grasshopper had little sense, but big mouth.
That's a bit racist, Brock.
Pika Pika.
That's a bit racist, Pikachu. It's also creepy as Pikachu didn't see Brock do that. Who let the Psyduck operate the camera?
Team...
Oh, Raichu's missing its stomach colouring. Where are those people we saw earlier? Like the background child? Or the creepy man she was with? What the hell is that? Or that? Where did they get the tinned food? They go from the middle of the forest on green to the edge of a cliff on brown. Minus 105. Maybe I had excess bile after the Pikachu episode, I don't know.